what would you like to learn from the others?
From the others.
Yeah.
To learn some experience.
So I'm Kate, I'm from Estonia. What I want to learn, just get some inspiration, I'd say.
And what I'm passionate about is rowing, and what I'm looking after is sharing experiences.
I'm Swedish. I study digital design, so I like design and, like Kate said, multimedia and stuff like that.
So how could you visualize the creative collaboration in itself?
Collaboration, connections, creative people. I think the word association is very easy.
Coffee?
That's pretty good.
If it was just me, I don't think I would end up gotten as good as a result as we did now.
Yeah.
Kate, your impression?
I'm very happy.
I think I learned a lot and I made like 3 friends, 0 more friends.
Well, cool thing is that I got what I was looking for, sharing experiences.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah, I wish we had more paper as well. That would like, so we can.
Yeah, I just wanted the thing to be really spontaneous this time. Maybe next time I will provide something, I will create a different environment to the thing to see if it can affect somehow the collaboration.
Well, get some coffee, paper.
Coffee, of course. After
and
this,
coffee.
this is really
Regular coffee.
regular coffee. This is
Waiting for somebody to turn up.
so why did you decide to come?
I think that since the first time that you were talking about your project, I thought that I got really bit related to the beginning of my research. That's more about like creating a network and like building this creative network. I just said, oh, I might go, and then there was the day that I found you there, and then they said, no, there was like many people and blah blah blah. So I said like I got excited. Like I don't expect, at least when I go to a workshop, that I'm gonna be more creative. So I feel like if I know more people, like maybe I'll know more things and like share knowledge. So it's pretty much because of that. You know? And one of the reasons why I came here is because I could have a break from what I was doing as well. So maybe what you just said, like, it's quite appealing. Why don't we break the pattern? Like, just and then like come here, we're gonna do that. Maybe people they're just confused about what you're gonna do, and then they like because I completely have no idea what I'm gonna do. It may be suspense after the first time that they come, because they're gonna say no, what's gonna be now? But like when people don't know about you, don't know about what you're doing, and like they need to move from their own houses. Suspense is not a great thing, at least when you're expecting it.
Creativity for me is really important. It plays for me to dream.
So I just wanted to ask you, don't we have to be either located in what we're doing individually or located in something collectively?
So the right-hand side is corporations. So they make a commitment, they make a verbal agreement or a contract or a promise, and they start collaborating so that they can create something that ultimately is going to communicate out to a bigger audience that they're going to connect into.
I was impressed with your meetup in the sense that you've got quite a number of people. I was actually also very impressed with the cafe because I think it's very, very important that you select the right environment. I think it was very good in the sense that you had a mix of people. It shows, it answers the question, and it is preliminary. It is at this point of exchanging of ideas and talking. I think at the end of the evening, I felt good. People were talking to each other. You know, I got exposed to new ideas. You know, there was just heartwarming to see like people are genuinely authentic. The evening was really sweet. Just a whole diverse mix of people, more just the connections in that sense that we made.
So I thought it was a really interesting experience. Obviously,
how I thought it was an interesting way of shaking things up, thinking about one's images, one's work in a different style, like shaking you out of your comfort zone. I thought it was a really great way to get people to almost tap into like a spontaneous energy. And yeah, there's a group discussion, but creating like more of a connectedness between the people, like maybe an exercise before or after. Like my project's also really about like how through the creative process we can tap into something that's greater than ours. So I've always felt like a connection between our two projects in that sense, and I also think it relates to a lot of the other projects as well. I think creative collaboration is so important because it makes you think in a different way, gives you like a suspension of disbelief where you can tap into a new possibility of how things can work in the world. That's just a really special quality that's innate in us as a human. So I think it's really just an important way for people to connect and create change in the world.
It's a really good opportunity, can communicate with different people and see what kind of different thoughts about such an intangible thoughts, because we talk about creativity, like what is that? But as long as you see how they deal with it, you can find out more clues, because first of all it's free, and second I think it's really beyond my expectation. And that night I met the speaker who gave the talk, Jazz, and he said I'm dealing with this kind of thing, and I just like, that's what I want. I say never be the last one leave this kind of occasion.
3, 2, 1, start!
I think the paper plane represents that eternal want to escape. Even as a child, you make these things full of wonder, unsure of where they'll fly off to, wanting them to go far.
How did you hear about it?
From my friend. Just curious about the event and wanna have more connection with each other and have maybe some concept developed.
I saw it on Central Martin's Facebook page.
Cool.
I thought everything's quite segregated. Like I meet people down the street, but I don't know where they're from or anything.
Yeah.
I liked the way you put it across as a sort of social. Let's meet each other and just get creative.
Quite impressed. It's a really nice event. I got an invitation from you. I decided to come just to try. Some people here I've never met before. And now I feel like I know them. I think with more people it will be more intense.
Right, there needs to be more stuff like this here. It's quite obvious when you think of it. It's creative people in an environment. That, but there's nothing that brings them together, so why not do something where they can just be creative? I think that's very simple, very effective.
You know, Facebook and LinkedIn is really called, it's the warmth and humanity that you can feel it. It's just here when you are around a table with people.
Before I came to this today, I was going to go home really tired and I thought, okay, now I actually feel quite energised, so it's quite a good thing.
Obviously, it's hard to kind of collaborate with students from other courses, connect. Like for me personally, I only know most like everyone on my course and a few others from around. I really want to see what I'm drawing. Am I even drawing on the paper?
You know, you feel different from when you came, or...
I feel happier.
Happier?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Because I don't know, it's like a relaxed environment and you just taking your mind off things.
So if you can do creative co-designed events with industry and students, I think that's a really nice transition. I think that's a huge thing in work these days. And also I'm looking at open source co-design. How do you get recognition for what you're doing? And I think these kind of events would be the best place. You know, you can get immediate feedback from other people, like just a smile, just the general feeling. You know, I've been signing up to the meetup, and you put your interest in there, and you just get spammed with all this stuff that you want to go to. Like, there's so much stuff happening in the world, and especially London. How do you know where to go? How do you know what to do? Where is the differentiation here? Yeah, I don't know. This has been hell to navigate.
And what do you think could be the solution to this?
The solution? But definitely, like, for me, I guess, the solutions I've found is more going to events and meeting people face to face.
Not many people turned up, but actually we did what we wanted to do in a way. The workshop kind of affected you positively. I felt really more connected at the end of it. I felt joyful. When we were doing the last bit, I was really happy, and I was smiling, and I was, you know, clapping really with my heart.
Yes, I felt the same things. Like Leandro really organized nice, and I like the activities we did. I also felt, even though like we are all from the same class. I mean, I didn't spend much time with
some of them.
Yeah, some of them, and like it brings the connectedness that we have together.
Do you think that actually this kind of engage people, even people that already know each other, if you just make them in a place, you bring them in a place and you make them do stuff together like this, even you know, especially fun stuff, do you think really can change your mood, your perception of people?
Actually, I was thinking about you the other day. I went to the cafe called Timber Yard in Covent Garden, and it's a cafe where like everyone has their laptops and then they start working there. That reminded me about your project. Like maybe like in the future, like you can have a place like that. Like I was sitting for hours there, like writing and doing my research. Like I started to contact with people next to me. And now we were sitting together, but maybe like your project, like being in the future, like in that cafe, and then you found out, oh, okay, you are doing this. Okay, you come with me. You do. Let's go to the meeting room, and like that's what I want to do. And like let's create something together. So I think that would be really nice. There's a thing called workshop that two Turkish young people are doing. They rent a space to bring people together. They are creating events. I think I can see your project like that as well. And also I think it's very useful because then people get connected more easily because they are sharing the same thing that they like with others. So that makes the connection more glued. Like,
I do think there's something that's missing here in the college, like this being connected across the college.
For example, in the first weeks of the university, like we were meeting in the bar and like having drink and then chatting. Maybe you can do it. You stay here and then at the school, like you can create. Okay, so after that there is this workshop.
So it's true. So making people do activity together bonds their own relationship.
Yeah, and then I get to know you better. I get to know her better. And then the more we get to know each other better, the less distance we have with each other. From school, you can move it to the cafe that I said. I think I don't like that communication like from the social media. Like I want to do it as you do, like together to share.
Because you asked me to participate to my workshop, like asking me to collaborate with you to your project. So letting you the possibility and the opportunity to have people, to have a space, a time to test your own project, to make your intervention. I can say that my project was my workshop was a container. For me, it has been a collaboration rather than just a favor between friends.
So we don't have to pay you?
No way.
Are you gonna do this free or
I would like to keep doing it like no profit, because I know that money sometimes are an obstacle for people.
I mean, it's impossible to do everything by yourself. I can concentrate on my own thing, and so that I do my best, the other person do her or his best, and then the other does, and then best,
you got a really great thing at the end. So this is the aim of the collaboration. So do great things eventually, combining great resources. Now in Italian, everything. No, again, all over again. Thank you very much.